frame is absolutely the most important thing for a lead and for a follow.
Yeah.
If a lead has good frame, which means that he's connected, or both people, if leads and follows, if they're connected from shoulder to shoulder, right, so that everything is moving in unison. This is true across salsa, bachata, kizomba, any partner dance, honestly, tango, all of it. But if you're connected from one side to the other, then there's no wasted motion. Mm-hmm. And so the problem with connection and the problem with people losing their follow or not following a motion or not being able to lead a motion is they make the motion to lead. If I'm leading a turn and I want the girl to turn this way and I'm leading that, if my frame is bad, then I'm losing power from my elbow to my wrist. And then I'm losing power from my wrist to my fingertips. And so then what I thought was a very clear signal isn't anymore.
Yeah.
Right? It's almost like you're playing telephone and I'm like, hey, Terrence, tell Francesca, that Rio Piedras was a cool city when I went to go visit. And then you're like, what did you say? And I'm like, just tell her. And you're like, hey, Sergio said Rio something was good. Yeah. And she's like, well, Rio what? Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
What was he laughing at? And so that lack of communication happens in frame.
Okay.
And so follow, same thing. If you can pull your lats down and pull your shoulder blades back, then you're connected from one side to the other. So if I push on this hand, the left shoulder moves forward because they're connected. Mm-hmm. And so all those things really help out with frame.
Is that frame, is that something that you just get over time, which you practice? Is there like certain drills you could do perhaps?
So you can definitely strengthen your frame, like I said, by focusing on pulling those certain muscles down, engaging your core, which engaging your core is one of the hardest things to teach you.
I
So you
believe
asked that question earlier. Engaging the core, because there's so many muscles in your core that people are just like, oh, squeeze your abs. That's not the only thing in your core, right? Your lats are involved, your glutes are involved, your thigh connections, and like all of that is really important. So engaging all of that, you can definitely strengthen all of that. But it is something that the feel, because you don't want to also be the stiffness.
Right? Okay, so true, right.
So you're finding that middle ground, that comes with practice and repetition and trying it out.
Being like robotic that's not a good dance, right?
Right, yeah. You got to find that balance between where you are, stiffening your frame and where you're letting it loose.
Okay, right.